Hi, I'm James with FastPaleo.com. FastPaleo.com was created to make the paleo lifestyle faster and easier. I know a lot of people can be confused by cooking, it can seem confounding, so what I'm going to do today in this video is present a series of very basic and core techniques that you can use to cook a large variety of paleo food fairly easily. It is a commitment to learn how to cook. That being said, it's a very important one, and it's also one that's going to pay big dividends in terms of both your health and your well-being. I think it's important to think about the things that we do spend time on during our days and recognize that the things that we put into our body should be very high on our list of priorities and on the things that we invest our time in. So that's the basic idea of both FastPaleo.com and the intro cooking video that we're going to do today. So what I'm going to talk about today, initially I want to talk about kitchen equipment, what kind of equipment that you need to cook paleo food well, and you're going to see that this is going to be another area where things don't have to be as complicated as you think they might have to be. We can have a very small list of very simple cooking implements that we can also use to prepare a very large amount of food. And I think you're going to be surprised at the things that you can do with very little. After equipment, we're going to go over how to use your knife. At the core of cooking is preparing food to be able to be cooked. And the way that we do that is we cut it into bite-sized pieces. I know that there are many different kinds of knives. It may seem like something that's also confounding, but we're going to find out that with a few very basic techniques we can get the food how we need it to be cooked properly and to be cooked deliciously. After knife skills, we're going to do two basic cooking techniques. And these two basic cooking techniques are going to again allow you to cook a lot more food than you thought you might be able to. And honestly, these are the two that I use for 95% of my paleo cooking every day. If you master these, you have a very large repertoire of things that you can prepare both for yourself and for others every day. So those two are sautéing and baking. We're going to cover those. So in addition to how to cut your food and how to cook your food, we're going to cover some basic seasoning techniques. Seasoning is another thing that doesn't have to be difficult. Seasoning basically with a combination of salt and herbs, garlic, onions, things called aromatics. We can also create a pretty big variety and combination of flavors using a very small amount of ingredients and techniques. So that's seasoning. Having covered seasoning, we're going to go lastly into presentation. Presentation is something that can be done very simply to add a lot of enjoyment to your food. Of course, food is first about flavor, but having something nice to look at enhances the experience. Particularly if you're cooking paleo for other people, having a nice plate of food to look at is just something that makes everything happier. So those are the basic things that we're going to cover today, and I hope through this video you can have new ideas of how to prepare food simply, that the paleo lifestyle, particularly paleo cooking, will be demystified for you, and it's something that you can really include in the list of priorities of things that you do every day to make yourself healthier and happier. So that's it.